Welcome to LifeSpark Stories, where we share emotional, life-changing tales from around the world. If you love stories that touch your heart and make you think, make sure to subscribe. Suddenly, silence fell over the classroom. Not the calm kind, the dangerous kind. The kind that appears when a teacher casually says, "There's a surprise test today," and every student's soul quietly exits their body. No one moved. No one breathed. All eyes slowly turned toward a little girl standing near her desk, frozen in place, as if she herself was wondering, "Oh God, what did I do this time?" The town was called a quiet little place where everything happened on schedule. School bells rang exactly on time. Teachers followed routines, and even scoldings felt planned in advance. People there believed in order. Clear rules, clear answers. Near an old wooden bridge stood a small, slightly crooked house. That was where Lena Moore lived. 8 years old, narrow shoulders, a hintly face, and eyes that felt things too deeply, as if the world reached her heart before it reached her mind. Every morning, Lena walked to school with her backpack hanging low. It always looked half bigger than she was. Sometimes it felt like there were fewer books inside and more worries. She loved colors. She loved shapes. She loved how a blank page didn't judge her. Drawing made sense. Lines listened to her. Colors obeyed her feelings. But math felt like a language spoken by everyone else. A language she heard every day but could never quite understand. Numbers jumped around. They refused to stay still, and every time she struggled, a small voice inside her whispered, "Why are you always different?" Classroom number 12 smelled of old paper and chalk dust. Sunlight filtered through dusty windows, resting gently on wooden desks, covered in pencil marks. At the front of the room stood Mr. Calder. Perfectly ironed shirt, serious expression, and one belief carved deep into his thinking. One question, one answer. That morning, he said something unusual. "Today, draw whatever you like." The room instantly changed. Pencils moved faster. Crayons rolled across desks. Laughter floated in the air. For Lenena, those words felt like a small miracle. She leaned over her page and disappeared into it. Her hands moved freely. A river flowed across the paper. A lonely tree stood beside it, a sky split between darkness and light. She wasn't thinking. She was breathing. When Mr. Calder reached her desk, he stopped. Just for a moment. He looked closely, then wrote 2 simple words. "Very good. I'm not useless at everything." She imagined showing the drawing to her mother. For a brief moment, she felt enough. But peace never lasts long. After lunch, the board was wiped clean. Colors disappeared. Numbers returned. Lena's face changed instantly. The same face kids make when they see bitter medicine waiting for them. Math time. Mr. Calder placed wooden blocks on his desk. "One," he said, setting one down. Then another. Then one more. "Tell me," he asked, "how many are there?" Hands shot up. 3, the class answered together. Then his eyes found Lena. Time slowed. Lena counted on her fingers under the desk. Once. Twice. Her heart beat loudly in her ears. 4, she said softly. A small laugh rippled through the room. Mr. Calder frowned. "No, Lena. That's 3. He changed the objects. Changed the example. This time, Lena answered correctly. Relief washed over her. The teacher nodded. Then suddenly he returned to the first question. "Now tell me again." Lena didn't hesitate. 4. Mr. Calder's face froze like a screen buffering with no signal. "Why?" he asked. Lena lowered her head. Her fingers tightened around her sleeves. "Say sorry. Say you're wrong. Make it stop." But something inside her refused to lie. "Sir?" she said softly. "Because I already had one in my bag." 1 second. 2 seconds. Complete silence. Mr. Calder looked at the blocks. then at Lena, then at the bag he had never noticed before. Something shifted. A small smile appeared on his face. "Sit down, Lena," he said gently. No anger. No correction, just understanding. That day, Lena didn't suddenly become good at math, but something more important happened. A classroom learned that not every answer is wrong. Sometimes, the question is incomplete. We often count only what we can see. We forget what others are already carrying. Some people aren't wrong. They are just answering with their own story. So before judging, pause. Listen. Who knows? The next answer might give you a soft little hug too. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, please share it and subscribe for more content that inspires and connects us all.